Saraswati.
Okay, she's like rainbow flames. That's her physical appearance. Not nebula, flame. Saraswati works closely with India. She's one of their gods.
Like Thor was for
Yes.
the Scandinavian Saraswati.
But more, their gods had levels. So it was the top tier ones. That's because she was a
Divine.
not the guide.
She was a divine realm that really liked India and
Yes.
worked with India and not a guide.
Yeah. She sort of could transfer, some of her traits were kind of guide-like, but she's from the divine realm, not the guide realm.
Okay.
She's also very patient. The reason I say India so much is because of the rainbow shininess. And their clothes, and their food. And that's why she has that tie to India. That's why we're describing it that way.
Come on, just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. I think that it has to do with the intersection of it is like you hear Mr. Please just wait a moment, okay? But
Yes.
And hate yeah, gonna hate hasta nehela. Here by neheta and I'm going to explain it to others. She has, I will say, get along well. There is an interactionness, and she has been watching. She is like one of divine guides.
Yes.
And she has been trying to help and assist her, but as it is not like the thinking that is and the processing that is done here. There is an interaction that we are having that I cannot explain it in words. I sense in her she is has come here to interact and do as she has been doing and to support and help and balance out me. She has become very disheartened, weakened. She is not very much in this. She is has a physical presence here, but because of the trauma of this place, of this experience that she has had, she has, to a large extent, pulled out of pulled out of the interaction of here and has only slightly tethered here. She needs to, no, not needs to, that's not correct. Hold on a minute. I am feeling a warmth. She needs to work to bring understanding, healing. Healing is a very, not accurate, but close to a healing into this space, healing into this expression, healing into this plane. It's like a Iputana hiala iana meata akakatana hiti ista honana he. In order for the weaver and the balancer to be here and bring in one of the itakato hene hialane ahasta hemotatanahi, the weaver and the balancer need to be. The balancer has disconnected much. The balancer, pohanalane hiti isnakahata, tethered, not as tethered. She needs to be more fully tethered. Ipohanahi halalana hehe tukota maheastaha, to bring in. Is sort of like divinity and light in her boob. All these, I cannot get this. But for it to balance and weave through, in order for this to come through in its clear balance, abundant growth, then the weaver and the balancer must be at a healed and creative juncture of interaction. They must work together. Like a free smoothness. These words, we need to bring in this healing and with the weaver and the balance. Panake eteyastanaha. Epo anahestehe anahata ataheneheyasta kanehe. I will apprehend. Hold on, please. This is the weaver. I am asking, can we please talk to the other balancers and the other weavers, that for their interaction and beingness is unique unto them. Can we bring in and have them bring in and work along with Penelope you and light, Penelope you and light, and work on helping to become healed and cohesive and working in harmony with peace. We need the peace. She needs to find that peace place. It is important that her physical beingness experience and know there is safety and healing, and she feels physically well. She has to feel physically well, and there needs to be a healing brought in to allow the connections. Yes, I can see those. There have been a searing, a pulling away and hiding. We need to work on building and fixing this webbing here in this experience, space-time. These are words. There has to be an encouragement of her that she is safe to come out and to experience. You must help the fullest of who has been traumatized by all that has occurred, and to be of our expansiveness. We're going to need much help from light and the weavers and the balancers to work together. I can see quiet walks. She needs to have quiet walks in the woods and speak to her and heal with her in those walks in the woods. Tamahaleke ina etamoaneiti. Okay. Mr. Mahale. Inahete ekinati. I will also ask that God the source of all light, will come in and help with this healing process, because it is necessary, for she is hidden and pulled in, and we need to fill in these thin spaces. We will call it the thin spaces, and heal them, please. Okay. I will work with this also here on this level, and I am asking for this special divine. This healing must come from God, the source of all light, and when the Great Mother, and light, for the healing, yes, of the webbing of that which is the balancer. For find the weak spots, and the tender spots. There is communication that we are having on the other level, and a healing in the light. We are talking in like light and sound and movement, and it is not translatable. The physical expression is going to pull somewhat away, whereas the fullest of her will be working on the healing and the beautifying of this, for that which is necessary. The healing can take place in that physical plane, and in a way that will be beneficial for the balancer. Yes, there was a thought and plan. You need to be more interacting this, okay? You can do that. And impostana hele eka ana akaka nege ekenemota vahane oketemistana nakala ate. Okay. I will work on the physical level. I will speak with you as I find opportunities and places to help her to be of herself and to grow into that ways. I understand. Things are, I will have to explain it to her. We are having a thought discussion of things that helped here to be her fullest self and to be her divine self here. But as it was set up there, that was not
conducive.
It was not. Things are changing so rapidly and adjusting, and who and what and where is going to be involved and how they're going to work. The way art and the arts are handled and interacted with there are very controlled and regimented.
Yes.
And there is too much flux going on in what was the darkest of the dark and through the process, that we are there's still much flux and growing of the webs and the lines and the light to know how things are going to be, so that we can get back. We cannot go back to what was in the darkness, because we have to build new and fresh in the light. How those pieces are going to come together are in movement. So, and it is important that the balancer be flowing and interacting in this movement. We will work on this. I'm going to come back a little bit more to talking with Uriel, and they are going to be working on this. And I've got understanding image of the message that was. It is now safe for. No, safe. We're going to use the word safe. Safer. Safe. When the balancer pulled away and hid, it was not safe for her to open up, because she is not very. She when it comes to shielding, her shielding is all or nothing. So either she is open and free and moving and of herself, or she is shielded off, and she is shielded off strongly because it was necessary for her to do so. But she has got stuck in the shielding, the same way that the way the weaver had also got some places stuck, and it took some deep healing from God. The weaver and the balancer has also shut down, walked off. But the balancer is in many ways even more innocent than the weaver, and has a hard time. That is why she explores the stories here, because she really is trying to grasp and understand that as to why it is, because it has affected her so, and to understand how could this be and what they're doing and these things. We have to bring healing and light into this. She's gotten sort of stuck. She has not become dark. She has got stuck in hiding from the dark. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes complete sense.
Okay. So we are needing to pull her, get her to come out of her cave. You're needing to get her to come out of her cave, and she does not have to jump out and be but to heal and to allow the light in and to allow the flowing to come.
Yeah.
And now is the time. It is safe to do so.
Yes.
This is the time weaver. I am talking because, yes, Saraswati is not
a word person.
We are. We are. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this. You are not Uriel, but I'm speaking this, and for those who may listen to the recording to try to understand it. You are of Earth. But on Earth, there are great varieties. You have an ant that lives in an anthill who has a community that works therein. You have mushrooms that live in the forest and work in a community therein. You have, I'm going to use dogs because you have dogs, and you have dogs that each have their unique personality. You have cats and birds. You have trees and mountains. You have humans, and even among the humans, you have different languages and cultures. And this is just on your one planet. You have diversity, and all of the ones therein communicate and interact differently. There's also other things like the crystals and such, but I'm trying to speak in a manner that would be understood by the humans, that they would recognize.
Yes.
So, in the divine realm is so vast compared to your universes. It is so vast. And within the divine realm, there are so many. And we are varied and different. We are not all carbon copies of each other. We communicate with each other, and we are aware of each other, and we're unique and different, and we work differently. And so the way that I am a Saraswati, but I am working with the Time Weaver and the expression as in to how to communicate. Here, we are working together because this is not my means of communication there, but I wanted to be understood. We are unique and different, and I am I am working with the weavers and the balancers, and I am, because, oh yes, that will work there. The weavers and the balancers are integral in the inspiration which artists of all their different natures are more closely tied into linking in with us and connecting with us. So and in this place of inspiration and creativity, that is part of what that is them and I and we work together. So much of us are, because creativeness and diversity and wonder is of the divine most I'm trying to think, the basest core. We are that because we were born at such a beautiful time of the beginning of the hopes, of the inspiration of all that was wished upon in God's heart and dreams. We are the dreams of God that are ever living. It is a wonderful thing to be, and this is what we need to allow space for there, for the balancer, because the space has become too contained and we are ever expansive. We cannot exist well in a limiting. We will not exist in limiting. We can never exist in limiting. It is impossible, for we go into that which is not even created yet. And in that nether region, maybe, we'll call it that, we see the wonders of yet uncreated, undone, the inspirations of dreams and wonder and wisps. That is where we move and are and build. And we also bring this in to that which has already been created, to inspire, to build, and to flow both without and within. It is nice to be here with the Time Weaver. In this way, we are wanting to help with the balancer and bringing about and reigniting and bringing in the flow. This is what we are doing and accomplishing. For it is necessary, as divinity has come around and through and all, that is open up, and it's going to be not like a recreating of what you have experienced before, or even what you have thought that you would dream of, because this is an expansiveness of the limits that you had placed upon your dreams. Those limits are unfurling. Yes, we see. We see that which she has been bringing into the home of the spirit is necessary, and pulling that and pulling out. We have to get the balancer to be participating in this work, which she had been previously, but had pulled back. And it is expansive time. And God is going to be supporting the blessing and bringing about that which you have never conceived of. You are going to have. It is going to be quite beautiful, though I do not know exactly how it shall be. It is grand. Pohana ea. It is good that the balancer is watching the Oriental sagas with the colors and the wonder. Tell her to bring that into her world that she is experiencing there. Pohana ke e tanaya talamoina akatatane. I will now we will connecting still on in our here. It is nice to be here. It is easier to communicate here after the expansion. Okay. We will let her come back so that she may continue to speak with you and that conversation. You can talk to her yourself. She is in sleeping mode, which makes the conversations with her much easier. Go to her. Go to her. I'm going to go. It's just a second more, guys. I need to talk to the larger in just a moment. Potahane ikialane tihi samoana halane astame tie lakanoite amate tie sahanega alane heti amboita ke kaine he akakowaiste hela heta amwahelene tiati. They are going to be working on the energies around the area in which has been held up. What is the for untangling and loosening it. Pihina stehenaka alene hiti apota ananana akastehena apohene ikitine histahana etomwa. Okay, I'm going to do a vision. There's going to be a version of like light Reiki brought into and to detangle all that is gotten clogged there. I will get in there and I will try to work on declogging the area also then. Okay, thank you. Alright guys, thank you so much. Blessings and light. Blessings and light. Blessings. Okay, Uriel, I am back now. It was light and flow and like a music and an emotion and like almost like a giggling scene, emotion, and there was, I could see light bands and I could see energy flowing. I could see that which is beyond, outside of creation, and I could see that which was in creation. I could see everything moving. It was very
beautiful.
It was very beautiful. It was very much a Weaver Balancer conversation. And Saraswati is very integral in the moving of all of this.
Okay.
She works with us very
closely.
Closely doesn't feel like. She likes to play. I would play. I will say that's the work. She plays with us beautifully. Yes, that is the words. She plays with us beautifully, and it is because things have been changing here. Things are changing more and opening up more. But now in this space, we need to clean and clear up and open up that space and get her flowing again.
Good.
My experience as we were just having, it was, I'm going to say, a truly divine experience. And so therefore, we were more like lots of movement and light, and there was I could understand or see that it was like that in order for what we want for the universe of the souls, okay, for what we want for it, that it is important that and I be healed and balanced and working together in a very smooth way.
Yes.
All the knots, all the darkness, all the gunk needs to be healed and smoothed out so that we can bring it into the best and fullest of its potential. Potential. We'll go with potential. Or possibilities or inspiration or art or I don't even know the words. This process needs to move into it. And she just needs to be aware of that. Then that will allow the opening to move smoothly? Yeah, I guess it's best. This is not easy. I understand what you mean when you said he doesn't really speak in words.
Yeah.
Because I'm like over there, it's like, well, this was really fun and great. I understood it, but now how do I put it into words?
Yeah.
Because not only is it just that there aren't words, there's not even concepts to put near the words. Like, I don't have any words for that. I don't have any words for that.
Yes.
And if I don't have any words, it's not like I don't have a word for this one thing or that one thing. I was like, I don't have one word for the whole thing. Oh, it's like exploding rainbows of sparkle, happy, swirly laugh. Yes.
That's a good description.
There is a slight issue that I have is when I'm having that connection, I'm like, oh, this is so great. Oh, this is so fantastic. Oh, I think I have to be a human again. I like being a human. I like playing here. But that is so fun. It's like, I like playing with glitter and taking something and tweedling with it. You would understand that, Uriel, about the like enjoying the tweedling with something.
Yes.
And I love the tweedling.
My tweedling and your tweedling are way different.
They're different tweedlings, but still it's fun to tweedle around with something.
Yes.
Even if you are expansive and grand, it's fun to sit down and just do a fun little tweedling. And so Earth is like the little tweedling. And I get it. It's fun. And I enjoy it. And I want to do it. I don't want to give it up. But boy, that's nice. Okay.
I have trouble staying conscious when that energy's flowing. Pulled out of the divine.
No.
So it's really intense for her and sort of short circuits her
Yeah.
nervous system. But not in a bad way.